Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now, picture your mind as a vast ocean where endless waves of thoughts rise, flow, and fade away. These waves feel familiar, don't they? They often follow the same pattern, carrying stories from the past and worries about the future. But have you ever stopped to wonder why they always lead you back to the same places? Your thoughts and emotions walk hand in hand, creating a cycle that shapes how you live. Each repeated thought sends a signal to your body, triggering familiar emotions. Those emotions, in turn, reinforce the same thoughts, creating a feedback loop. Over time, this dance between mind and body becomes so automatic that you start believing it's who you are. But deep down, you know, you are not this cycle. As days go by, these repetitive patterns create a you that feels predictable, comfortable, even unavoidable. This version of you is like an old outfit you wear without question, even when it no longer fits. But what if you could take off that outfit? What's hidden underneath it? The first step is realizing that you are not your thoughts, nor the emotions they trigger. You are the awareness observing them, the calm space that watches the waves without being carried away by them. Recognizing the cycle is the beginning of your freedom. It's like shining a light into a dark corner and realizing that nothing was truly holding you back except your perception. Now, as you breathe, ask yourself, what mental and emotional patterns have been repeating in my life? What stories do I keep telling myself without even noticing? Feel the courage that comes as you confront these questions. You're beginning to make room for something new. Keep breathing and let this reflection stay with you, like a constant whisper. You are not who you think you are so much more. Take another deep breath and let yourself sink even deeper. Feel the weight of your body as it rests right now, like a book filled with stories in every cell, every muscle, and every heartbeat. This weight isn't just physical, it's emotional too. Because, you see, the body has memory. Every thought you repeat doesn't just form a mental pattern, it translates into an emotion that settles into your body. Think about how often you've felt tension in your shoulders when you're anxious, or that knot in your stomach when something goes wrong. Over time, these emotions stop being temporary guests and become long-term residents. Your body begins to hold on to these memories as if they're absolute truths. Now, reflect. How long has your body been responding to the same emotions? Fear, sadness, frustration, they've become so familiar that they no longer even need an external trigger. Your body has learned to recreate them on its own, like it's stuck in yesterday, replaying the past and the present. And here's the thing, it's not your fault. This is your body's way of protecting you, creating an autopilot mode to save energy. But the problem is, by living in this repetition, you keep getting pulled back into the old you. The past literally becomes alive within you, not as a memory, but as an emotion shaping your identity. Now, as you breathe, bring your attention to any area of tension in your body. Imagine asking it, what emotion are you holding on to? What story are you trying to tell me? Don't judge the answer. Just notice it. You don't need to solve everything now. Simply acknowledge that these emotional memories don't define you. They're just echoes of who you were. And the fact that you're here, in this moment, means you've already started to let go of the past. Breathe again and allow yourself to imagine, what if the weight of the past dissolved? What if you could feel your body as a blank canvas, ready for a new story? Keep breathing deeply, feeling the air fill your body and then leave, smoothly and steadily. Each breath is a reminder that you're here, now, not in the past. Because, no matter how much your body holds on to memories, it's your mind that constantly returns to the same stories, reactivating old emotions. Picture this, each recurring emotion, fear, anger, sadness, is like an anchor. It keeps you tied to the past, even when you're trying to move forward. These feelings don't just show up randomly. They're automatic responses, programmed by experiences that left their mark on you. But here's the truth, every time you react the same way, you reinforce that programming. The past keeps dictating how you live in the present. Now, ask yourself, how often have you felt irritated without even knowing why? Or reacted without thinking, as if on autopilot? Those reactions aren't the real you, they're conditioned reflexes, patterns you've learned over time. And here's the powerful part, you have the ability to interrupt them. As you breathe, imagine each negative emotion as a thread connecting you to something old. It could be a specific memory, a person, or even a belief you've carried for years. Now, with every exhale, picture yourself letting go of one of those threads. One by one, they unravel, freeing you. Freeing yourself from reactivity doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. It means recognizing them without letting them control you. The next time a trigger arises, you have a choice: pause, breathe, and respond differently. That simple act breaks the cycle, creating space for something new to emerge. You're moving closer to freedom. Every time you choose not to react automatically, you take a step out of the past and into the present moment. And it's here, in this space, that the future begins to take shape. Let yourself feel that freedom as you breathe again. You're no longer trapped. What comes next is entirely up to you. Take a deep breath, fully and intentionally. Notice how every inhale feels fresh, unique, just like this moment. Each breath is an opportunity to start anew. Now, imagine your awareness as a glowing light, a torch that illuminates everything hidden in the shadows. It's time to use that light to see what's been shaping you, the patterns that have been running your life without your permission. When you begin observing your thoughts and emotions, something extraordinary happens. You realize you don't have to be carried away by them. You can simply be the observer. But to do this, there's a crucial step: expanding your awareness. This process begins with recognizing that many of the thoughts and reactions you have aren't truly yours. They're inherited, conditioned stories you've come to accept as truth. Now, picture yourself as an explorer standing in the middle of a vast field. This field represents your mind. Some areas are well-trodden paths, routes you've taken so many times they seem like the only options. But surrounding those paths is untouched terrain, a space brimming with infinite possibilities. With your light, you can begin to discover those uncharted directions. Ask yourself, what thoughts seem to replay in my mind the most? Do they lift me up or hold me back? What emotional patterns do I notice throughout my days? These questions act as seeds you plant in your awareness. There's no rush to find all the answers right now. The simple act of asking begins to shift the ground beneath you. As you breathe, imagine each inhale expanding this inner light, making it stronger, brighter. With every exhale, let go of something old, repetitive, or automatic. Feel yourself becoming more present, more aware of who you are and who you're capable of becoming. You're starting to see beyond what once felt fixed and unchangeable. That narrow path is widening, revealing new opportunities. And with this expanded vision, you're ready to consciously choose who you want to be. Take a deep breath, letting the air fill the space within you. Now, imagine standing in front of a mirror. This mirror reflects who you are today, but it also holds the images of who you've been in the past. Think about it. How many versions of yourself have you lived through? And more importantly, who do you want to be moving forward? Redefining who you are begins with a choice, a conscious decision to stop letting the past define your future. It's about looking beyond the stories you've been telling yourself for so long. It's about saying, I am more than this. Everything starts with intention. Close your eyes and picture the person you aspire to be. See them clearly, how they act, how they feel, what thoughts dominate their mind. Feel this vision as if it were real, as though it already lives within you, waiting to be awakened. Now ask yourself, what do I need to let go of to step closer to this vision? Maybe it's beliefs that no longer make sense, habits that no longer serve you, or emotions that keep you tethered to the past. Letting go isn't easy, but it's essential. And every time you choose a higher thought or take an action aligned with your purpose, you're taking a step toward the new you. Remember, redefining who you are doesn't happen in one grand moment. It happens in the small, daily choices you make. Each positive thought, each intentional gesture, each mindful breath is like a piece of a puzzle. Over time, these pieces come together to form a new version of yourself. Feel that choice in your heart right now. You are not limited by who you've been. You are creating, in this very moment, the reality of who you want to become. Take a deep breath and let yourself feel the energy of this transformation. Take a deep breath and bring your full attention to this moment. Let go of the past and release the future. They're just constructs of your mind. Right now, in this very instant, you are alive. Your breath is the only real connection you have to the pure reality of the present. The now is all you truly have. Have you noticed how often your mind drags you back to the weight of what's already happened or forward to the fear of what's yet to come? This constant back and forth creates an illusion that something is missing, that there's more you need to do to feel whole. But the truth is, by living fully in the now, you are already complete. Everything you need to begin transforming your life is here, in this moment. Now, imagine that each breath you take is an opportunity to start fresh. There's no need to wait for the perfect moment or a big change to begin becoming the person you desire to be. The perfect moment is now. The space to grow, change, and redefine yourself exists in every breath you take. Feel the freedom that comes with realizing you don't have to be anywhere else but here. The past can no longer hold you, and the future no longer needs to frighten you. All that exists is the now, and it's within this moment that you get to choose who you truly are. When you connect with the present, you connect with your inner power. It's not tomorrow that you create your new reality, it's right now. Every thought you have, every feeling you choose, every action you take in this moment begins to shape the future. And that's liberating because it means you already have everything you need to become who you want to be. Take another deep breath, feeling the power of the now. In doing this, you've already taken the first and most important step on the journey of redefining yourself. The rest will unfold naturally as you anchor yourself in this moment.